Melissa, I know you've been waiting for this day, and I'm sorry if I've come off as like evil or manipulative or anything in between. You put up with a lot, and I haven't made your life easy, and I've ruined fiancé-hood. This is supposed to be a good time for you, and I want it to be a good time for you. So I recently learned some new information, like custody stuff, that makes me feel a little bit better about telling Miranda the truth. What's the information that's changed things for you, Joey? I don't know how legal any of this stuff is, but you know, me and Damien were reading up on stuff, and he saw that in the event of a death, a custody agreement in Serafina Town resets. There's no agreement at all. Burned up, destroyed. But now, I don't know where things come in when a death certificate was wrongly issued. That's where it gets like legally weird, right? So, for me, at least I have the first part. At least I have Junior, and I have a leg to stand on in terms of like going to a lawyer. If Miranda were to be like, give me my son, I have a lawyer that can fight for me, you know? Say, hey, the law says that custody agreements are wiped out in the event of a death, and we'll play on that. We'll work with that or something like that. At least I got something, and that makes me feel better about coming out with this. I feel less fearful that she can take him from me. Okay. Doesn't sound promising at all. Sounds pretty like vindictive. She's gonna find out her son's alive, and then you're gonna provoke her into a custody battle. I won't touch that with a 10-inch pole. But when do you plan on telling her? As soon as possible. It's a big deal for me to like bring this up and stuff, so I definitely think, you know, it falls in line with your ultimatum time frame. Okay? It's gonna happen. I just have to word things correctly. Telling her that her son is alive is a huge ass deal, and I want it to be a profound moment where she doesn't hate my guts. So I'm even writing things down like a speech, you know? Okay. Now, do you promise you're going to tell her? Or is this just something you're floating by me to prolong things? Drag your feet more? Yeah. I promise that to you, Melissa. Okay? And then we can all just live normal lives. And I also promise that if she puts up a fight or something, if she tries to get Junior from me or whatever, I will not let it interfere with our wedding planning. My fiance means the world to me. You know, I always remember you told me about the two E's at the end of fiance. You know, for like the female version of it. A man is one, and I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. You can't just be happy, yo. Like, I just told you good news. Like, why can't you just like love me again? Because, Joey, the romance, it's like ashes at this point. Even you standing here saying all that to me feels manipulative, or an attempt at manipulation. It feels like you're acting. It doesn't feel like you're being genuine with me. And sometimes I think you think that I'm a toddler, incapable of separating the fake you and the real you. The fake you who wants to get things out of me and just push me in any direction that you need me to go as if I'm on a leash. And I'm getting really fed up at that. Never said you were stupid. Not standing here trying to manipulate you or act or anything like that. I meant every word that I say. But if that's what you want to believe, fine. You'll see. Well, everyone, before we have the speaker take the stage, I just wanted to, I have my notes here. Hope you don't mind, it's on the phone. I wanted to let you guys know the latest offerings that we have. I've busted my behind to get everything up and running, and it has been easy taking over my uncle's church, but I wanted to also let you guys know that you don't need to send me your well wishes and all that. The people that are suffering, it's not me at the hands of my uncle, it's my ex-girlfriend Miranda and that family. So moving forward, I just want to let you all know that we do have some pregnancy and parenting education material, if anyone's looking for that. Maternal assistance. So if you need things like diapers, clothes, and if you need to donate any of that stuff, please, that's what we're here for. We have some new counseling and support groups which started last Wednesday, and aside from referral services, the thing that I'm most proud of is housing assistance. If you're pregnant and you're in need of housing, please come talk to us. Gabby, I know you don't like when I ask you about your brother or what I should do towards his life, but Melissa brought something to my attention, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea, but I want your opinion on it before I act or don't act on it. Okay, I'm listening. Your brother's behavior, it's been weird, and Melissa alludes to these things, but at the same time I don't know. I don't want to sound wrong by saying this, but I look at her and there's nothing wrong with her. So what is going on behind closed doors that's making her so distressed? Alright, there's a big misconception with that. Just because you don't see something on a person, especially a woman, does not mean that there's not something going on behind the scenes. There's been plenty of times where I may have seemed fine to everyone. Meanwhile, the world's ending inside, And Melissa doesn't seem like the type to display things like that. How would you even know in her I'm not blaming Joey like that. I'm just saying don't dismiss her. No, I know. But she sits there and she alludes to these things and she seems fine. I think it's a cry for help. You may think she's sitting there causing drama by hinting at this and hinting at that and not telling you what exactly is going on, and I'm not trying to condemn my brother, because I really have been trying to support him. But if she's sitting here and saying things like that, I can't. Okay. So that's why I'm asking this. Should I do a welfare check on your brother? Or am I going to be condemned for doing that? Here we go again with the welfare checks. If I say do it, are you going to tell people that I said to do it and blame it on me? Because that's how gossip works. No. But are you saying do it? Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with my brother, but I want it to stop and I want him to be okay. And that's the only reason that I would say do it. I want Melissa to be okay too. They should be planning a wedding. Okay. That was pretty straightforward. And I think I'm going to follow through with it, so buckle up.